in terms of doctoral training, what advice would you have to a doctoral student entering or in this program? What important pieces of information do you think would be worth sharing with that individual?
Go for it. This is 5 years that you'll never be able to replicate. You're able to explore ideas to an extent that will never happen again once you take on family responsibilities and work responsibilities. The university, the school and the university offer an incredible set of resources with faculty, diverse interests, teaching different kind of courses, all with really a mandate to work with graduate students to try to make sure that the next generation of researchers is the best possible generation. So there are a lot of opportunities. I always think, well, if you end your first year in the PhD program less confused than when you came in, then we're not doing our job, because you really want to throw a lot of things at students and get them to be thinking about things in different ways. And if they come in with a set of ideas of what they want to do, and 5 years later they're doing that, I'm not so happy with that either, right? Because they might not have opened up enough to the possibilities. And my favorite students are the ones who come in, get excited about things, try out a bunch of things, fail on a bunch of things, but acquire the experience by the time they're done with the 5 years that is a passion for them, and that will translate into some kind of either academic position or research position or maybe administrative position where they have a very high level of skills that they can bring to bear on the kind of problems that they're going to confront. And there's nothing more satisfying than producing a graduate student. It's our only hope for immortality, right? To train graduate students who will be, in turn, training another generation of graduate students. Our articles will fade quickly, but our graduate students will live on.
And a doctoral student comes in and starts to work with you. What does that look like? What's the character of that work and that interaction? Because again, I think people come in as undergraduates moving into this new realm, and they don't really have a full sense of what that is like.
Well, you usually start with fairly concrete work on an existing project, it's an enormous transition from undergraduate education where you're told what to learn and you learn it, and if you can do well on a test, then you're succeeded, right? But graduate students need to switch from being consumers of research to producers of research, and it's a much different process, a much more creative process. So you need the basics. That comes from coursework and from early year work on existing projects. And then gradually students take on more and more responsibility for ideas of things that either complement existing research projects or maybe they can construct on their own with data that they can get. So you just try to go with people's interests and always, not always, but frequently ask, well, where's this going? What kind of job are you hoping to qualify for, right? Are there people out there who are going to say, this person is doing really good work in this area that we're hiring into? So it's this kind of compromise, right, between an unbridled adventure, but at the end of the day, after 5 years, you really want them to be able to present themselves as accomplished in areas that people on the outside are going to value and put to use.